Hello and welcome to another edition of MASCAC Student Athlete Spotlight, where each week I get the amazing opportunity to interview a student athlete from around the conference. I'm Emily Liu, MASCAC Assistant Commissioner, and speaking with me today is Ethan Doyle of Salem State Men's Golf and Men's Basketball. Thank you so much for being here today, Ethan.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so like I mentioned, you play golf and basketball for Salem State, two very different sports. Can you just talk about how you got into both of them?
Yeah, I grew up playing golf, basketball, and baseball, and had the privilege of my dad being my coach for golf and basketball all the way through youth and in high school. Being an athlete, competitive side got to me, and really wanted to try both in college, and got heavily recruited to play golf, and had the opportunity to play basketball my second year, and I've been playing ever since. So uh, balancing both is tough, but it's a it's an honor to represent Salem State in not just one sport but two.
Awesome. So, like you mentioned, you're at Salem State, and I mentioned too. What was it that drew you to become a Viking?
In high school, Coach Kevin Daly, who's an assistant coach at Salem State, was the head coach at the time. Really put in the effort and recruited me to come to Salem State. And Coach Daly is holds a place in my heart. He is someone who I look up to, and he came to a lot of my golf matches and my golf tournaments, and so I got recruited to come to Salem State. Uh, and I was a COVID kid in high school. My senior year was COVID, so growing up in Salem State, 5 minutes from my house, made the decision pretty easy. Uh, my my whole family is pretty much Salem State. My dad and grandfather are Hall of Famers for basketball. My grandmother worked at Salem State. My mom played soccer. I'm here playing golf and basketball. And my little brother's a sophomore playing baseball. So
Wow, that's a family affair right there. And
yeah, it's nice.
it's awesome. All right. So, on the men's golf side, you've been a part of a very successful team, won three of the last four MASCAC golf championships. While you yourself have had a lot of success, you were the individual champion and rookie of the year. In your first year, you've been a multiple all conference honoree. What do you think has been key to your success, but also your team's success?
Uh, I mean, day in and day out, try to get better. Never be satisfied. I really, try to set goals before every year. Me and my dad try to set goals for not just me, but as a team as well. And, some of those goals are difficult and got to put a lot of hours into them. And just strive to be the best player and person I can be each week, each month, each year. So that for me personally has worked. But as a team, pushing each other each day in practice and being really competitive and, not being satisfied and, pushing each other, but pushing yourself as well. And, we have a great group of guys, great group of 12 people come together 3 times a week during practice and, push each other to be the best. So uh, those 5 guys that got it done at MASCACs the 3 years isn't just those 5. It's the other 7 on the team that push each other, and it's a whole family. So that right there.
All right. Well, the awards just keep continuing for you. At this weekend's NEIGA tournament, you will be recognized as this year's Guy Tedesco Award winner, which is given to the outstanding New England college golfer who displayed the qualities Guy was noted for. Things like unselfish leadership, outstanding talent, love of golf, and willingness to promote positive aspect of golf to others. Obviously, that's a lot. But what does that award mean to you?
Uh, you know, it's an honor. I was at a loss of words. Uh, I mean, this award is so special and given to one person each year. And, uh, you know, Guy Tedesco is all those things he stands for, are something I try to be every day. And I've had the honor of being a captain for 3 years at Salem State. And all those things right there are things I try to do personally. Be a role model, be unselfish, be a leader, and all those. So to have this honor is, something very special, and that I'm gonna hold dear to my heart.
All right. Well, and congratulations to you.
Thank you
Good
so much.
and good luck this weekend, of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So let's switch gears a little bit from the athletic side to more of the academic side. Obviously, you are getting a little closer to graduation. So what are some of I know, what are some of your
Crazy.
goals and thoughts after graduation?
Uh, After graduation, you know, uh, not 100% sure yet, but I'm a business management major. So I'm gonna try to balance that or try to find a job where I can work with athletics because I feel like that's what I'm best at is something in the athletic realm. So hopefully after I graduate, I can find an opportunity that balances both business management and sports. So that's what I'm hoping for.
It's okay. You have a few more months before you have to
Yeah,
figure it out, so
s-
you're all good.
still in golf season.
Right, and soon you're gonna be in basketball season and then back
Yeah,
to golf. So,
basketball already started.
ah,
Today was the first day. It's crazy.
all right. So there might be a lot of these, but what is one memory you will cherish of your collegiate life following graduation?
One to pick one is very difficult, but something I'm gonna hold dear to my heart and I'm gonna keep forever is having the opportunity for my dad to be my assistant coach at the collegiate level. When I graduated high school, I thought he wasn't gonna be my coach anymore, and Coach O'Reilly was nice enough to ask if he wanted to be an assistant coach my sophomore year, and that brought tears to my eyes when I was a sophomore. But my dad is my hero and someone who I look up to and has meant so much to me. So to have him as a coach and someone to walk by me on each hole during a college tournament is so special to me. So that memory right there is gonna you know stay with me forever.
Wow, that is extremely touching, and I'm sure your dad will love it when he sees this. So, all right. Well, that was very heartfelt, but we're going to kind of switch to some a little bit more fun questions to get to know you, Ethan. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Dunkin' or Starbucks?
Oof. Probably Dunkin' because of the food.
So then, what is your go-to order if I was to have you go there right now? What would you get?
Probably bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant,
No coffee?
and a donut, of course. But
Not a coffee drinker?
no, I'm a morning guy. I don't drink coffee.
Ah, okay. All right. Favorite kind of golf ball to play with?
Uh, Play the Titleist Pro V1, for tournaments at least. So,
All right. Your go-to basketball shoe brand?
uh, Nike or Jordan. I vary between both. My dad was wore Jordans when he grew up, so he kind of pushed me to wear those as well. But I can settle with Nikes too.
If you could have lunch with anyone, who would it be and why?
Uh, I don't know. Lunch with anybody. Uh, I'll say someone in my family. I can't pick anybody, but someone in my family. Say my mom.
Aw, yeah, giving dad and mom love. That's great. All right. Last one, Ethan. Salem State blue or orange?
I like blue. Uh, I like blue. Navy blue is good.
All right. No orange. Not a fan of orange.
I like the orange, but the bright orange is a little much sometimes.
I gotcha. All right, Ethan, thank you so much for speaking with me today.
Thank you so much for everything you do for me and Salem State through the years. You've been great.
Thank you. It means a lot. And stay tuned next week for another edition of MASCAC Student Athlete Spotlight.